Welcome to the first episode of Let's Play City Skylines with me, Hudson Hawk. And I'm not gonna play vanilla. There are a lot of Let's Plays out there that don't use the mods because that's pure. Uh, I've loaded some big mods. Before we start the game, just let me show you Content Manager and the mods. I will put links of these in the description. Okay, the first one is a simple clock, which is definitely something that you need. It's a tiny clock that it will show up in your user interface, and that tiny clock just tells you that you've been playing for hours and hours and hours and it's time to go to bed. Without that clock, you will be playing until the sun comes up the next day and you're wondering why you're so freaking tired. The 25 spaces is one that you get at the end when you pretty much achieved everything as far as growth goes. You got your normal 9 tiles unlocked, and at the 9 tiles it unlocks everything. You need a pretty solid computer to run that, but if you want to extend your city even further, it's a nice one to have. You will only have it at the end. Got a flight simulator, got to deactivate it. It's nice, but it doesn't work that well. Automatic bulldoze. It automatically destroys everything that's abandoned or burned. It just time save, you don't have to keep doing that. The city copter, I've got it deactivated, but there is a video about that. Check that out. It's a very nice flight simulator, helicopter simulator that allows you to fly through your city. For some reason, yeah, I had a bug yesterday and I've got these doubled. Got two of the okay, I'm just gonna deactivate this one. This is the correct one. Had a bug yesterday. It didn't start with the mods. Had to reinstall them and something went wrong. Tree brush is just to save you time on clicking when placing trees, which just ruins your index finger. This is just a time saver. Auto line color just installed, have not figured it out, so we'll see what that does. Traffic manager, if you really anal about lanes and stuff like that, if you want to disable traffic lights, you can do it with this one. It's a real improvement over the basic road design. Basic road design is very decent, but it could be better, and sometimes you just want to influence the traffic flow at certain areas, and you can do it with this. Extended road upgrade, this one is essential because it simply allows you to switch the direction of one-way roads, and that is an absolute must-have. And the first-person camera view is just very lovely. You will probably see that. Okay, the idea is that we'll make about a half-hour videos, and already lost about 3 of those. So let's get started. Not sure what map to pick. Diamond Coast seems kind of flat. 2 rivers. We got the Thames Valley. Got the Dutch map. We got one that's based on Rotterdam, which is nice because I'm from there. But it's, you know, I know the area. It's flat, and I want to have a little bit of mountains. I guess we go for River Run. It's probably one of the most played maps anyway. Blackwoods is nice. Islands is also nice. I think Islands has this huge potential for a hydro dam, so let's just take that and let's make up a name. I'm shit at making up names, but as my just do it as most people do with the first city, is name it after themselves. So let's. You live in Hudson, which is nice. I'm not gonna do left-hand drive. I'm not English or Australian or New Zealander. Just do right-hand drive like it's supposed to be. Okay, apparently there is thinking about creating the map. It has been an I'm not quite sure if everything is working as it should. Okay, first step, pause the game. Now of course you've got nothing except one road. Just place a tiny road and delete it. So this is unlocked. And let's see, okay, yeah. Got a nice big hill up there, which we will get later on. In the future, a hydro dam will be placed here. But for now, I like to start small. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one and just bend it off like that. Then have this one. Yeah, it looks okay. And then it will allow us to extend this later on and then rebuild this. Let's do that roughly in the middle and have straight to. Okay, this is one of the first things where I say, okay, we can use the traffic manager by, there's no need for people to turn around here. And you know those signs where you say, okay, turning is not allowed? Yeah, same thing applies. Just say change lanes here, select it, deactivate it, and the arrow is gone. Now, if anything changes with this section, it will be reset. So you have to keep that in mind when working on roads. Just look in the area where you are working, because if something happens to this, this might also be affected. Keep that in mind, that it will go back to default, and if you use this extensively, that might screw up your did I use this in, I think this is a single road. Yes, it is. This has to be upgraded to a two-way, like that. And you see it returns because this changes this. Change lanes and just say not today, you, because this actually, this lane here is becoming useless pretty much because they will all go on this lane. Okay, so I would like to start my towns off small, as it's more organic, I guess, and not so much in a straight way. So I'm just gonna have this like bend in and do a little bit of squiggly lines like that. Now there's right now only a demand for residential, so let's build that there. I'm using the fill tool to fill this up really nicely, and I won't extend it up here yet. This town just starts right here. People need to have power, and I'm not gonna start with, I've never used the coal one before because I've always gone straight to clean energy, but in this case I'm gonna go with the coal power. Why? Because I can. And let's just create a road for it right there. Straight road. And again, this is being reset because this has been influenced. So yeah, you have to revisit that quite a bit. Might just leave it for now because the traffic won't be too heavy, and by the time it will become heavy, we will have to rebuild this anyway. Okay, let's build a coal power plant and then have some power lines run off it. You don't have to place it right next to it because anything in the blue will connect it, but think it looks nicer if it's next to it. Okay, then we need water. Now you have to keep in mind when placing pipes is that you have a flow of water. For the pumping, that's important in the sense that you don't put your drain pipes upriver and your pumps downriver or downstream. The reason for that is quite simple. Sewage comes out of this one and this would pump it then up. And I don't know how you like your water, but I like my water without shit. So generally we place this pretty high up and this as far down as possible. Keep in mind, you follow the arrows because this will come down here. So in the end, people here will be living with a shit stream. There is no real place to place this except here. But that would mean that I would drag out the roads all the way here, and that's just too damn costly right now. So shit goes there, and then we connect that up with pipes. First the power station, and then I just have to look if I cover everything. Yes, and then it goes out again. It's not necessarily to do it like that. The water manage themselves as long as you've got it covered and there is a connection to the drain pipe, that will work. Both things need power, so I'm just gonna do it as simple as possible and drag. I think this is 3,360 credits. Because I think that's the currency of this game. I'm not quite sure actually. So we got our zoning done, and let's unpause. Chirpy, shut up. Put it on speed 3. And let's watch our first buildings pop up. Now the demand for residential in the beginning is quite high, which makes perfect sense, of course. Okay, let's put a little bit more road in there. Gotta watch my squares on the side here, because having a lot of these tiny squares here won't be that good for you later on. You will have them no matter what. Okay, we got some demand for commercial. We use the smaller ones for that. Okay, and then the rest will be zoned. Right, there's a single one there. Let's make that a tiny store. And we are getting the, look at that, everybody's moving in. Ah, there's a demand for water, of course, because I did not extend that. Let's keep an eye on electricity for now. We got 40 to start with, which might actually be the smart thing to do in the beginning. And now I'll need some industrial. I tend to have it on this side. I just realized that will probably make my life a little bit of a nightmare, because I will have to do a lot of stuff here with the roads that I do not want to do just yet. So what I'm gonna do is, as this is already polluted, just have like a tiny area here. There's already mostly covered by water, which is nice. Don't have to drag any power lines there. just do it like that. And it's far away from them so that they probably uh, don't mind it too much. No, it's a tiny area. So yeah, if they start complaining, then I'll just bitch slap them. In the sense that I'll just delete their little houses. Really? Okay. It's all covered, which is nice. Let's do some residential here. Now the first goal is to get, I think, 400. Yeah, we're almost there. And what will we get? We will get a school, a clinic, and a landfill site. Look at it grow. Nice. Yes, there we are. Elementary school, a medical clinic, and landfill. Schools are nice in the sense that they educate people, but if you want to do a lot of industrial, don't make your population too smart, because that will cause problems. This guy already has not enough workers, and they tend to lean, especially generic industries, on uneducated workers. I will need to have a landfill, and what am I going to do? Well, there are a couple of things I can do, and one of them is just extend this road here, get the landfill right there. This will generate garbage trucks, and right now it's 0 or 15 on the road, and they will fill up. They have a maximum capacity, they will fill up, and then you have to find another solution for your garbage. Let's also extend. Don't want to extend it too much in this road, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this and this. So now if you want to enter beautiful Hudson, you have to go past the industrial estate. Lovely. We will change that later. Okay, medical is quite important because as soon as you get it, people will get sick. Let's see, I want to extend it, or do I want to go up? Don't want to. How much power do we have? We got plenty of power, plenty of water, which is nice. Yeah, I could extend it up along the river, or I could build it up a bit here. I'm gonna build it up a bit here. Again, this is a bit more squiggly, and this part here is a lot less squiggly. That's too bad. Okay, the water is fine. Then let's place some houses here. A little bit of residential there. Commercial there. And a little bit more residential. Boost the speed. Oh, we got a water issue. Unlike power, water is not extended. Power travels from house to house, water does not. Because we could already delete this. I don't think that. No, not that. This one is deletable. And then we have suddenly a lot more ground that we can use for commercial or residential purposes. Yeah. boost it up. No traffic issues just yet. This all works fine. There are no idiots turning about. Now coming into the city. Oh my god, industry! Ow. Straight out again. That does not happen here. And there are lovely people walking. Pedestrians are quite abundant. Cars and trains and all that are not the only thing that influence traffic. Pedestrians do influence traffic quite a bit. You'll see them crossing the street, and cars will stop for pedestrians. So if you have quite a large pedestrian flow, then that might hamper the flow of traffic. Wow, suddenly the residential gone off the chart here. I think we can do something with this. No. Yeah, there's quite a big gap here. No, they're unhappy because there's a road there. Too bad. Don't care. Water. Let's just extend that from here on in. Okay, they are getting a bit close to the industrial part here. Still doable. Power, still not an issue, which is nice. If you use the windmill, the wind turbine, then yeah, power is definitely something that's almost directly an issue. I think we can do this with full power until we are able to build a hydro dam right there, which would be nice. Okay, let's plop down a lot of residential, and residential will always. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the marquee tool. But residential will always trigger demand for commercial, because people will need to buy their stuff. This is weird as. This is probably, if I remove this, then it will become zonable. Yes, except this part. Okay, let's just make this commercial, this commercial, this commercial. Healthcare. Almost forgot. Clinics are good. People like drugs and stuff. So let's just place it there. Cost me quite a bit of money, but it's okay. I can live with that. Okay, there might be a power issue right now. Let's see. It's immediately fixed. Nice. Okay. Residential should drop, commercial should rise, but apparently not quick enough. We really like our houses, don't we? Let's extend it a bit further then. And just leave this for the commercial. No schools just yet. Nice. Smoke billowing industry. I like this. I like this generator. Polluting, but it looks okay. What is this? This is... Oh, cool! Congratulations! Yes, I've got a worthy village of 800 souls. I get a police station, and I get a firehouse. Now, police stations, you of course have to need them. Of course, you need them. You have to have them, but not in such a quantity as you need firehouses or later fire stations. Because simply there are a lot more fires than criminals, and for some reason the coverage of the police station is just a lot better. Okay, in the next population milestone we will get a high school and decoration, which is actually, it's not as big as the high school as is displayed, but decoration is one of the key elements in this game because it will unlock parks, it will make people a lot happier. So now I'll have to, okay, I'm gonna do something that might be smart at this point and just say connect this and then have a fire station. Everything that is green on the road is basically means it's easy to reach. So everybody is happy, and of course the further away they are from the fire station, the more chances it has of burning down. And you see, the reach is not that great, even though they will travel to here, and as long as the traffic flow is okay, you shouldn't worry about that. Got no money for a police station. I've got taxes unlocked. Forgot about that. Let's get some more money by asking for it. So that would jump the weekly income a bit. Still getting 12 people per week in my little worthy village. In the next milestone it will become a tiny town. I don't think we will reach the tiny town in this video, and from tiny town onward you will get issues with traffic probably. There is roundabout my own self-built train metro bus hub is not yet unlocked. If this is mine or just this mine? I don't forget how keep forgetting how I named it. But I made a custom bus station. You can make them yourself quite easily. I'll show them in the next video. When next video we will have public transport. Well, hopefully we first reach tiny town. I think it's in the next one where we will get the population we need. Okay, the demand is quite normal. I'm gonna wrap this up as we are approaching the half-hour mark here and say thank you for watching, and I will post every link for the mods that I'm using below this video. If you have City Skylines and you like to immerse yourself more into the game, I would definitely recommend installing them and have fun playing. See you next time. Goodbye.